All right, this is my update for my build and public log. I failed you all. I did not do a video this weekend. Not a great excuse. I need to get back into the flow of regularly posting an update. But yeah, I was really sick last week. I don't know what I had. It really kicked my ass because by the weekend I was exhausted, like so tired. I was wiped out. I went for a long walk like I normally do, try to clear my head. I slept okay every night. I've been sleeping a lot, actually. I've been going to bed early. I was just wiped out, just so exhausted. So I didn't get as much work done as I wanted to. I don't know. I don't know what I had, some kind of stomach bug thing, but it left me just like so tired. I don't know. I'm feeling better today. I feel a bit more back to normal today. What did I accomplish? I've been focusing on things that are going to make me move a lot faster. Any little thing that will just speed me up, make me work, increase my velocity on this project. I notice a huge difference where when I'm working on agents code, my AI agent API service that I want to turn into a API service but slash marketplace. I notice a big difference during my day job where I've put a lot of like time and work into like moving fast, making the code pretty organized, pretty clean, having a lot of like guardrails. Like the velocity is like through the roof. I'm like the fastest I've ever been ever in my career. To be completely honest with you, it's easy. To be really blunt, it's very easy. I don't know why I even work on the project. It's like for me, it's like too easy. It's boring because it's just so easy. But you know, it's still work. It doesn't mean it's not work. But I move so fast, and then when I come here, and God, I move so slow. So what am I doing? What did I do? I did a bunch of work to stop pointing at the production for certain things. For like the agent runner, that was like looking at the actual production. That's a big no-no. I was being lazy. And I just didn't get to that task. So I have that running now on Docker, like locally. All the things I can make a bunch of like huge database changes locally and reset things and so I'm not pointing to the cloud anymore. I'm pointing to everything locally, especially for that runner because I talked about this before. The runner relies on Dragonfly DB. This is a more efficient like version of Redis. It's essentially Redis, but like a more optimized one. Uh, yeah, I was pointing to the cloud instance. Not good. I can't do that anymore. So now I've been focusing on cleaning up code to get it like working much saner locally, so I can try to move a lot faster. But just doing a lot of like DevOps stuff, standing up a staging. Um, so when I do want to like, hey, I really need this like pointed to something realistic, so like a replica, or a somewhat more closer replica. If you don't know what a replica is, that's where you copy the database and let's say you need to do like a lot of analysis and you need to like hit the database a lot to try to understand things, you know, your data. You don't want to do that to the prod. That's insane. You might mess up and it's going to be really heavy. You're going to be bogging it down potentially. So you copy the whole thing over and you do all your querying and stuff where there's no users using it. Just makes sense. Um, what I want to do is like have a staging that I could point to most of the time, but when I need to do like stuff locally, you know, do it locally, but mostly just point to the staging. So I worked on that. And then I'm trying to get this done. The demo, there's a real basic demo for the email summarizer agent. Pretty straightforward. You're gonna have like a fake inbox here. This is all mocked out, but I'm working on getting this to be like real emails. It actually calls the agent, but I need to like not D, I need to anonymize the emails. You know, this is all just totally fake and nothing's happening here. But yeah, basically there's going to be a demo. You'll be able to click on one of these emails. It'll really call the agent and give you a summary and show you how it works. Once I get that done, there will be a link to the tool that I built. If you really want to do this for free, here's where that lives. This is a free tool. You can send an email, you can upload an email, paste in a raw email, and try out the agent for free. You can chat with your email, try to ask it questions and get information out of there. Uh, so there's when this goes live, there'll be a link to that. And yeah, I did a bunch of changes on the landing page, updating copy and stuff. Nothing about a marketplace yet. That's to come in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully get this wrapped up today or tomorrow, and that's the update. Let's jump to questions and comments. No questions and comments today. That's unfortunate because I posted in my last video about how I want to pivot and turn this into a marketplace. So there is customers and then developers who come, build an agent, it runs and lives on the platform for the customers, and they make money. You make money by building this. So hoping for some feedback, but the channel is kind of like I just haven't been posting regularly, and I'm gonna go back to doing that this week because I need to keep this going and hopefully share and add value so people can learn and hopefully uh, get something out of this. So, because I'm not doing this for me, believe me, I'm doing this for you all. So, all right, on to my random story for today. So, I have been coming back to stay here at this house where I'm staying at in California. Every year, I usually, and then I moved back about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago now. But the previous like 7 years, I've lived abroad, and I'd come back here and stay here for anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks. I've spent a significant amount of time here in 7 years. That's like one complaint so this house faces west, like it's west to east, and most of the windows are not on the eastern side, but like facing west. So what does that mean? It's very hot here, very, very, very hot here. What that means is half the day, especially in summer when it's excruciatingly hot, the sun is shining right into the windows here. It sucks. There's a very high electricity bill because it's so hot you have to run the AC like 4 months out of the year. Uh, and it's a battle between the air conditioner and the heat. And that air is just cranked up all the time. It's very expensive. So finally, we got window tinting and salt. And I've been saying to do this for a while. My sister, who spent a lot of time visiting, she also said the same thing. Like, please, just like put window tint on these windows. It's going to make a big difference. So we finally installed in the living room, the hottest part of the house, where there's two windows. It just shines right in here. Just bakes the place. It's like an oven in here. It's pretty weird. It's very dark in the living room area now. It's like freakishly dark during that first half of the day where the sun is coming rising into the center. And when it's shining in here, when it gets really hot, it's bright, it's fine, but it's crazy what a difference it makes. A game changer. It's so much cooler. I'm a nerd. I have Home Assistant running here in the house. Like there's a smart thermostat, doorbell, lights are all controlled via voice, and Home Assistant. If you've never used Home Assistant, look, if you're into that, I recommend checking it out. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a steep learning curve, but it's very powerful. So I have a like electronic thermometer in this room, like the living room where it's really hot, and it's tracked for over a year, like precise temperature, like I don't know, it's like every 30 seconds or something. Yeah, it's like a little universal remote thing, but it also has a thermostat. So I looked at the data because I'm like, I believe in data-driven decisions, not just your fucking thoughts and feelings. Like I believe like facts and data. So I was like, let me look at the data here. And it's pretty wild to see the data because normally, well, why don't I just show it? So why not show it? Okay. Normally when it's like hot and the air conditioner is on, it does this like pattern where it turns on, the temperature drops, and then it quickly, rapidly rises, and the air conditioner goes, okay, I had to keep it at this temperature. And it does this like up and down thing where it constantly, it heats up so fast because these windows have no insulation. They can't replace the windows. They're not allowed to. They actually rent. They don't own this house. So you see it's constantly going up and down, and it does this pattern. But then yesterday it was nice and cool. They were installing the tent. Temperature got really hot, and finally we kicked it on. And look how much more spaced out it is. This is very interesting. Like it's so much more spaced out here. It kind of like kicked on really fast, and what this means is that it's working. It's not having to turn on as fast because it's really working. It's helping to block the sun and heat. And I mean, if I'm reading this data right, it's almost like 50% less time the air conditioner has to be on, or at least 50% longer until it kicks back on. Like this is amazing. This is going to save a lot of money. So if you have this problem, I recommend the tent. It takes a lot of time. It took like hours and hours to get this installed. It really makes it dark, kind of like I wish you could toggle it on and off, Like if you've seen those airplane, the new windows, they're badass by the way. Like you push a button and it electronically like closes the window, quote unquote, like makes it go transparent to like blocked. I wish you could do something like that where it's like on a timer, it turns on the tent, but oh well. We were blown away by like just feeling how much cooler and nicer it felt in here. So if you have this problem, I do recommend the tent. Just it was like $100 to do 2 windows. So I don't know. It's we'll give it a spin for a couple of weeks here, especially the hottest. I'm very curious how it holds up when it's really really hot, like the hottest days. But I thought this was very interesting. If you're into like home improvement and energy efficiency and stuff like this, I don't know. I think that's hey, anything that saves you money. I bet this is the $100 investment will pay for itself in one summer. So that's my guess. So all right, that's all I got for today. See you all Wednesday.